big games coming up. How can I be at my best? Coach Nye here, Mind Over Sport. Thanks for taking a minute with me today. I get that question a lot by athletes. They come up to me and go, Coach, I've got a big game coming up. How can I prepare myself better than before? And I explain this to them, and there's some guidance that comes along with this. You gotta remember, there's all a bunch of hype and distractions that can lead up to a big game. That can be overwhelming just for the athletes, but also the coaches and even the parents. But for athletes to perform at their best when the stakes are high, they need to avoid a couple things. One is trying not to get caught up in the external distractions, and secondly, stop thinking about the self-limiting internal distractions, and I'll get into that in a second. With the external distractions, that can become a challenge for some athletes. Worrying about the expectations from others, personal relationships, or the opponent, or the school, or what the media says. All those are examples of external distractions. They distract the athlete from focusing on the steps that they need to achieve in their mission or in their goal. However, the most harmful distractions athletes face when preparing for a big game are, of course, the internal distractions. Internal distractions come in many forms. Dwelling on the past, negative thinking, getting ahead of yourself by thinking about the results. Athletes create these distractions for themselves, and sometimes unknowingly as well, which makes them more harmful than the external distractions. I'll give you an example. If you focus or on an error or past mistake you made earlier in the game, you're distracting yourself from playing in the present moment, the now. Or if you're playing against a team for the championship, that there is a player on the other side that is an ace who dominates, then you have self-doubts about how the game will become and if it will be any different from the past. So how can you cope with distractions preparing mentally for a big game? One mental key is to stay focused on your own plan and not get caught up on the external distractions. Athletes should focus their energy on preparation of their own game plan. If you let yourself get caught too much up on the hype leading to the important game, it will distract you from your performance objectives. This is easier said than done, I understand that. So athletes need to have a backup plan that will help cope with distractions. So what we do and what we coach is what we call the 3 R's strategy. This helps identify when they are distracted and to help them get back on track. Recognize is the first one. When you are distracted from from the objective of what your plan is, you need to regroup and zone out the distraction, and then finally refocus on the game plan and steps that need to take in order to succeed. So going back, the first one, recognize. So recognize that thinking about the media or whatever else is happening, who is pitching, who is refereeing, other expectations, these results aren't going to help you prepare for the event or achieve your performance goals. Your second one, regroup. You're regrouping by letting go of distractions and reminding yourself of the objective that you want. And finally, the refocus is by asking yourself, the athlete, what you need to focus on to prepare and perform well in days leading up to the game. Concentrate on your mental preparation, and then during the game use performance cues, triggers that help you perform, such as when situations occur, watching for a pass or getting a rebound in the game of hockey. So overall, what What you want to do is treat the big game like any other game. Game easy to say, sometimes hard to do. You don't want to place too much importance on one game, which can lead to added pressure. The lack of focus, the trust in your own game. Focus on what you do best. Follow your usual pre-game routine, and mentally prepare the game just like any other game. Get into that rhythm. I mean, every game should be a big game, in my mind. But prepare yourself just like it's another game. I hope these tips have helped you out. If you need some further information, please check out mindoversport.ca or give me an email at coachnye at mindoversport.com. Also remember to like below, share it with others, and again, I hope these tips have helped you out. Until next time, remember, be determined and be the change that you want to be. Bye for now.